Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am happy to have you with me today. Please know this video is timeless, so whenever you have clicked on it, it is meant for you at that point in your life. Throughout the reading, if there is any information that does not resonate with you, please feel free to let that go. If there is information that does connect with you, I would encourage you to be open to hearing it, as well as continuing to process it after the video has been completed. Before we get started, let's take a few deep breaths. And as you inhale and exhale, focus on letting go anything that may be heavy on your heart and mind. As you inhale and exhale, release any tension or tightness or stress that you feel throughout your body. And as you inhale and exhale, you can ask Source if there are any signs or symbols for you to see and receive as well. And let's begin. I'm going to be using multiple decks today, so if you're interested in any of them, the information is in the description box below. So let's first start with our tarot cards for what am I missing in this situation. So first we have the Tower, Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Three of Wands. So when we are looking at the Tower, it could definitely represent a significant change is happening or could potentially happen soon. It can refer to a situation that was not built on firm foundation. Maybe there's shaky foundation, shaky time right now, turbulence right now in your life. Is the Tower indicating that it is time for you to move on? You can see the birds in the air here, whether they are eagles or hawks. They are leaving the situation. It could also be representative of, is there chaos in your situation? Is it a whirlwind, a tornado? Maybe it calms down and then it picks back up. It calms down and it picks back up as far as the chaos. The Tower card here can definitely encourage you to look at that and consider if this situation, relationship, is in your best interest. Maybe it is a time to put some distance or disconnect from it, as the birds in the air are showing. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. And when we look at the Ace of Wands, it is one of decisions, of creativity, of moving forward, insight, creation. So with the Ace of Wands, maybe what we're missing is that need of a decision. When you see here on the card, if you're looking for signs, there is a dragon and it is in a bit of a protection mode of the wand. So is there a need for renewing your passion? Is there a need for recentering yourself to find that energy? a new energy. Also with the Ace of Wands is, again, that action, moving forward, one step in front of the other. Is there a need in your situation that you're missing perseverance? You might be on the point to say, I'm going to quit. I'm not going to keep doing this. Now, again, if it's harmful, unhealthy, that is one thing. But if it's a situation where you could give a little bit more grit, you could give a little bit more oomph or in perseverance, the Ace of Wands is here to say that that could be what you need at this time. There is that beautiful ruby all the way through the sword, that representing that crown, our root chakra, the red, grounding ourselves, finding our purpose again, what it was, why we began what we began, what lit that fire within us, and reconnecting to that. Next we have, excuse me, the Eight of Wands, or Swords, Eight of Swords. So when we look at that card, you can see that she is ensnared. However, the ribbons are loose, and she does not have the ribbons. My eye is being drawn to it. She is not tied at her feet. Let me show you. Excuse me. So what I am receiving is, are you self-sabotaging right now? Does that need time to inspect? Sometimes, friends, we can't get out of our own way. She has a way out. She has a way forward. Maybe you're just distracted by everything else that's going on, and the swords are pointed down, providing that moment to pause. It looks like she's entrapped, but still she has forward movement between the swords there, off to the sides. Is there another way out of your situation? Or is it that you just need to get out of your own way with that? Also, it could be that you need clarity. I see her eyes are covered with one of the ribbons. She's unable to use vision and foresight and really plan and look ahead. So what you may be missing is that need to take the time to find various solutions and not just jump right away. It's calling you to pause and look at the options that are here. Get that clarity as well. When I look at this card too, do you feel a sense of helplessness? Do you feel alone, as this card could indicate by being tied up? The Tower here could indicate that there is something in your life that needs to change in order to change that perspective, that situation. Do you need to reach out to someone? Do you need to seek a different job, a different perspective is what is definitely coming through. Next, we have Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords, it represents taking a pause, self-care, reflection, re-energizing. And if you're looking for signs or symbols, there's a red dress, there are roses, there are snow, there's rose petals as well. It's interesting to me on this illustration that she's in the snow, because many of the tarot decks have the individual in grass or on fields of flower. So when I think and I see snow, that's cold. That's a shock to the system. So maybe this card is an indicator, interesting coming, I'm receiving behind the Eight of Swords, that you need to wake up. You need to see reality. Right now you're blinded to something. Are there individuals in your life saying, no, you're blinded, you can't see, you need to see, this is what Is it more than one person? When I make references like this, if it's one person, yes, that's an isolated and potentially could be an isolated viewpoint. However, if there's multiple people, sources, maybe you receive messages through music or movies, lines in music and TV and movies, that you keep hearing this similar, nope, you're blinded. Nope, you need to see what's really happening. The snow here, you can see that she is a bit cold. She's trying to rest, but she is a bit cold. That you need to, for lack of phrase, what I'm hearing is snap out of it. Be more aware. Gain that insight and information so that there isn't a full-on tower chaos moment for you as well. With the Four of Swords, it could be that you need to take time just to step back and look and observe and use the knowledge that you have. Use your insight. Trust that intuition in this situation that you've clicked on this video to find insight on as well. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And with our knights, adventurous, journeys, action, adventures, can be messages, carrying forth messages, goals and objectives. So when I'm looking at this card, it's interesting to me because there is an arch through the woods that they're going through, but the horse is walking gently, not in that fast-paced running motion. The knight isn't leaning forward as in that forward power and motion, just kind of calmly, gently going through that doorway. So what I'm sensing is right now, are you overly cautious? Is there a need to put down that fear, that what ifs, the constant overthinking, and even if it's at a slow pace, move forward. Take that initial step and move through the door, move through the gateway, move to that opportunity that awaits you. If you're looking for signs, also there is amethyst, there's like a willow tree, pink crystals, amethyst stones as well, purple for our crown, that third eye area as well. So it could be with this one, what I'm also receiving with the amethyst is that on the flip side of overcautious, do we need to be more considerate? Do we need to be more aware of others around us and what they're thinking and feeling as you move through your daily life? And it could really apply to anyone in our life. Is there a need to move gently with someone, carefully with someone? Maybe someone with the tower is going through something and you want to support them. You want to be more considerate or there to help them. And this card is saying you can just move at this individual's pace. Next, we have the Three of Wands. So with this, you can see the individual has like a crystal ball, a clear ball, where the light or source is just shining information, light, energy through. You can see as well there's two young animals, maybe depending on her, there is the young lion, and then over here is the young dragon. Maybe you are a teacher, a pediatric nurse, someone who cares for children, tutors children. This card here, maybe what you're missing is, do you need to step up and lead in that setting? Is there an opportunity for you to further use the skills that you were gifted with, the abilities that you have, and you're questioning whether you should speak or talk to someone, go to a boss? This card here could indicate that source is saying yes, because receiving from the light and giving back that energy that is there. And then the two young animals there looking at, studying the individual and seeing what the next move is. There's also the red gems as well in this card. Red coming through the reading as well, friends, that root chakra, the grounding, the centerness, going back to the beginning, maybe even rethinking something in that card as well. So then I went to another deck to get more information, and we see here it says worry. And it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Interesting. I'm seeing the wheel here, and you can see the ribbons spinning, just spinning, spinning, spinning. Worry, friends, only hurts us. It may affect others around us because it often stirs up other stronger emotions. But at the end of the day, allowing that constant spinning, allowing that constant anxiety will not change the outcome. It only affects us emotionally, spiritually, physically. I see it, if I were to push it all the way over, it's under the tower. Our worry could be, I'm not saying it is, but what I'm hearing is could be creating angst in a situation that's causing that chaos, that's causing that foundation that you built, worked so hard to build, to kind of shake and waver a little. When I see it close to the Eight of Swords, are we standing in our way, our own way, and causing angst for others, worry for others around us? Do we need to take more time to be considerate of those around us? Be more thoughtful. Maybe you've been through what I'm receiving that you may be missing in this situation is maybe you've been through similar situations to someone in your life that is now going through that, and you spent many an hour worried. And this card here is encouraging you to come alongside that individual and say, I understand, I know, I will listen, I can support you. The next one is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So that has come through, friends, in the reading. It's close to that Ace of Wands for action, that Three of Wands, where is it an area for you to step up and lead or to fill in a gap as well. Indecision. Indecision gets us nowhere, friends. It can often cause tower moments, to be honest with you. What I'm sensing is if you presented a question and it is a matter of a decision, this card as well as the whole reading pretty much is encouraging you to make that decision. Either way, whatever it is, you know what it is. Because indecision keeps us stuck, keeps us stagnant. And it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So trust that intuition that you have. Trust the wisdom, the sound wisdom you may have gotten from others in your life. Next, we have patience. And it says, wait for the fruit to ripen. Interesting that it's near that Knight of Pentacles, and we were talking about that as well as worry with the Tower. Coming alongside someone, having patience to walk with them through that. It could be too with the Four of Swords representing rest, rejuvenation of our spirit and our soul, our mind, that you need patience to do that. Maybe you are a type A personality where you're just used to going, doing things, having goals, having plans, and it's calling you to slow down. There will be a ripening of the fruit that you have worked hard to grow. However, if you burn yourself out at both ends of the candle, you won't be good for anyone around you. You won't be able to effectively use the gifts and abilities that you were given. So patience here definitely is coming through in multiple ways. Next, we have weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. I would agree with that, friends. You are worthy. You have value. You are important. So if there is any situation, whatever it looks like, that is causing you chaos, causing you to doubt that, excuse me, pluck that weed out. Whether it's internal, whether it's self-sabotage, whether it's external, meaning being done to you, said to you, consider distancing yourself, disconnecting, taking the action that's best for you, seeking a source or guidance, knowledge, insight, input from those around you. And last, we have opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. Interesting, close to that patience card, right beside it. Opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at expected times. So when it's meant to happen, friends, it will. It's often hard to have that patience because it can cause worry. But when we allow that journey to flow, that journey to happen before us, and we open our heart and mind to it, often it will arrive unexpectedly. And then we have that moment, oh, okay, here it is. Here is what I was hoping for, wishing for. If you practice praying for, it's here. So friends, I hope this information has helped. I hope that it has encouraged you and supported you as well. As always, friends, love and light to you.